another lit video back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. We lit on live again. We are live, big dog. I got a good one for y'all. Please come in and sit down. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it lit and funky. Of course, we're going live every night. So it's just part of it. Let's get into it, man.
Like that, I really don't remember shit. This was 2015, 16, you know what I'm saying? I really don't remember for real. But needless to say, they took me in type shit. Her mama, her grandma, like they love me. You know what I'm saying? Her mama, grandma, they love me. You feel me? Oh, in the course of our relationship, I ended up getting locked up. I told you, I got locked up when my daughter was 6 months. So boom, you know, during that whole year, I was kicking it around her homies. I was kicking it around like niggas that she just had in her house. She was one of those ones that always had like a bunch of just niggas around, a bunch of homies around. She was one of the guys, you know what I'm saying? By any means, by no way not, I would go for some shit like that. But like, I was a child then, I was a kid. So I really ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no normal man about to allow a bunch of niggas in his bitch shit, you know what I'm saying? That's just not going, but shit, niggas was homie, and them niggas was there long before I got there, you know what I'm saying? So boom, fast forward, I get locked up, my daughter's 6 months, woo-da-woo-da-woo. Before I got locked up, me and my baby mama was beefing, but we weren't beefing to the point where you couldn't say like, yo, you not my bitch, or we weren't together. We just had a fucking baby, you know what I'm saying? We just had a baby. So I know I got locked up for my murder. She had already counted me out the picture. Like, she like, oh, this nigga gone. Like, already counted me out the picture, you feel me? Out of my whole 7 years, she brought my baby up there twice. Twice. This the kicker. She was a bail bondsman. I had a bond. Y'all think she came and got me? I'll wait. I'm still waiting. Fuck no, she ain't come get me, man. So it was already from a rap from the jump. I told myself, like, bro, I get out of here. Like, it's over for her. Like, what the fuck? This what even got me. I get locked up. Like, I'm in prison, right? I come across niggas on the yard that got pictures of my baby girl. I ain't even got no pictures of my baby girl. Like, do y'all know how that feel, bro? To have a child, you locked up. And your baby mama don't even see you no pictures of your seed. But a nigga you don't even know you came across who in a fucking prison, y'all got a picture of your baby? Come on, cuz. Like, come. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Not even just that, like, nigga, she had me hanging around. She was sleeping with, like, come on, bro, like, man, any type of woman that got any type of self-respect or morals about themselves not going. They not doing no shit like that, bro. She really just said, fuck me, left me for dead in that motherfucker, man. Boom, I come home, I came home out of nowhere, like, I popped up out of nowhere, motherfuckers like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, it's like, well, damn, daddy home, motherfucking, shit, that poor grown man now looking like something, you feel me? Like, I don't beef with my baby mama. I ain't slept with my baby mama since I was a jit, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I came home, I wasn't even on that with her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then she just had another baby. Like, it ain't, like, it don't even be none of that, you know what I'm saying? Me and my baby mama had even stopped talking to each other for like 8 months, like, or probably longer than that. Like, me and my baby mama really don't fuck with each other, you feel me? But we not about to kick it like motherfucking, I just won't being around and all this other shit. When I first came home, I came home, a CO that I used to fuck with, she came and got me the day I got out of jail, right? I told y'all I'm from Raleigh. She had been so disrespectful to my family, like she didn't want to bring my baby girl around my family, you know what I'm saying? So I went home to my family, bro, like, I went home to the motherfuckers that were taking care of me while I was locked up. She tried to make it seem like I was supposed to come home and come straight to my daughter type shit. Like, nah, if you can't have my daughter and them around my family, what the fuck I look like coming straight home to your house to see my daughter. Like, that don't make sense, bro. Y'all wanted to see my daughter. You could have just easily pulled your ass up to my grandma's house like everybody else did to see me. Everybody. Everybody. I mean, everybody. Like, it's to the point, like I told y'all, like, shit be deeper than that. Like, motherfuckers don't really let me be no father, bro. Motherfuckers block me from my daughter's phone. Or, like, just do a little extra shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit gotta be bigger than that, bro. It's a whole life involved, bro. And maybe if I can't get to her, my supporters can get to her. What the fuck? Let's break.
So So I met him because he knew my brother. Basically, like he said, like we both was in a gang or whatever. Everybody in the gang and shit. Like, yeah, that part true. He told me basically he would text my brother Keith. My brother was in jail, so I text back like, shit, he locked up or whatever. So he like, who this? I'm like, his sister. So I get to telling him like, shit, I'm 19 or whatever. So he say he 18. And I got people that can vouch. The nigga told me he was 18. I got hella people, my mama, everybody can vouch. He tell me he 18 and shit. So we started, like, you feel me, texting or whatever, talking on the phone. I pull up on him a couple times or whatever. So it's like one day he hit me like, he got into it with his mom. He was working at Bojangles. He got into it with his mom. She told him he had to leave and shit. So remind you, like I said, I'm 19. I had my own crib. I had my own car. I was in school and some more shit. Like, I was going to college. So I'm in college for cosmetology. So I'm going to the community college. And I'm also, like, I was working a full-time job at the time. So I'm working a full-time job. I'm going to school for cosmetology or whatever. So he hit me up one day. He like, him and his mom got into it. Come get him or whatever. So I think me and my homegirl, me and one of my homegirls pull up there. Or I might have went by myself. Either way, me and one of my homegirls, or either I went by myself, we pull up, go get him or whatever. He come, like, you feel me? He come, he staying at the crib or whatever. Everything cool. Told my mom he was 18. He got his license. Everything cool or whatever.
Everything
So,
cool.
like, he there
So
for a minute.
get it.
Like, you
It's
feel
cool.
me? He's staying at my house for a minute. Like,
Over
all
there.
right, that's my nigga. That's what it is. This what it is. That's my nigga, whatever. So, let me see. Fast forward, I get pregnant or whatever, and all hell break loose. So I'm in college for cosmetology. So, and before y'all get up here saying I'm making a story time, I'm making it about me. He didn't call me a bad mother. It's just more to the shit. We had a conversation in private twice. My daughter is 9 years old. She uses TikTok. She's always on TikTok. That TikTok is popping up in the For Yous on her page. So, you know, it's just, yeah, so we're gonna do that. But we're gonna tell the whole story from the beginning to the ending because the nigga whole life is capped out. His family don't even fuck with him. And I got all facts. Like, I have a whole book of when he was, from the letters he was writing me when he was in jail. Whatever he say, I'm up here lying about. My family know everything that's going on. I can do fact checks with them and everything. So, yeah, let's get to it. And before y'all, so what I mean by all hell break loose is like everything started moving fast. February, we started talking. By April, I was pregnant. I took the pregnancy test, of course. Showing the pregnancy test, I threw it away. He went and got it out the trash can, started showing all the homies, telling everybody that I was pregnant. I didn't tell nobody because I'm a very private person, so I didn't want nobody to know I was pregnant. I kept going to work and, you know, carrying on with my everyday life, going to work, going to school or whatever. I used to collect, like, change and stuff, like money, dollar bills. I used to collect, like, in a little water jug or whatever. He was going in there while I was at work. You know, he still had us think, like me, my mom and them still had us thinking he was 18. So one day, a number started texting me. I guess, like, he had told his mama he had a baby on the way. So the number started texting me, basically, like, I'm a project hoe, I'm on welfare, Section 8, trying to trap him and stuff like that. So then that's when, basically, like, so what I mean by, So that's when it comes out of how old he really is. That's when it comes out, okay, he's 16 years old. So, like I said, I was 19. So, I'm about 3 months pregnant now. So, it's like, it is, now it's there. It is what it is, or whatever.
Pregnant by 16.
So,
crazy.
We get into it one day because he's going snooping and he goes in the other room and it's a box where I keep a letter from one of my exes. I keep letters from one of my exes that I was writing in jail or whatever. So we get into it. So every time we get into it, he goes back to Raleigh. But when I'm taking him back to Raleigh, he always saying like, he's going to his homie house because he can't go to his mama house. So he never, like, when I'm dropping him off, I never drop him off at where he actually going. It's like I'm dropping him off in an apartment complex behind, or like he never walked exactly like to where he going. So that's when it comes out of how old he really is. That's when it comes out. So now, like, okay, I don't know, like, where his mama stay at. I don't know nothing about his mama. Like, he's saying he going to his aunt's house. His aunt stay behind his mama. He going to his homie house. His homie stay here or there. So, like, I still didn't want nobody to know. Like, my family really still didn't know I was pregnant or whatever. So I get an ultrasound or whatever, and it's a girl. That's my daughter. So I get an ultrasound, find out it's a girl. He sends my ultrasound to my grandma, like basically telling her who he is, blah, blah, blah. I'm pregnant, I'm such and such, however. I think I was 5 months, I'm 5 months pregnant. I don't want to tell them, blah, 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 blah. So my grandma asked me, I did not. Now I'm about to just fast forward because it's really like nothing is really, I'm going to fast forward to, I'm 7 months now. So I'm 7 months. We basically, I didn't know where he stayed at, like I said, and me, my mom, and my cousin went to the neighborhood and basically knocked on the doors and found out where he stayed at, and found out everything that he basically was saying was a lie. Like, and he's a compulsive liar. That's all he do. He lie. So now I'm about to fast forward. I had my baby or whatever. So now, before I had my baby, I had moved out of my apartment and I moved in with my grandma. I had my baby and 2 months later, I moved back in my own apartment. So when I moved back in my own apartment, my daughter was 2 months. So when I moved in my own apartment, I'm in my house, I move in the house. So when I move in the house, he with me, my baby 2 months, I move in or whatever. One day he texts my phone and he's like, can I pay his phone bill? So I tell him like, no. I text back, I'm at work, I text back, I'm like, no. So when I leave work, I go home, he have his phone in there on the bed unlocked. Like I said, his phone bill won't pay, his phone was unlocked. So something tell me like, go through his phone. So when I go through his phone, my credit card information in his phone, and he's been talking to some girl. So I text the girl and I'm acting like him. I'm texting the girl, I'm acting like him. I'm telling the girl to FaceTime me or whatever. The girl she called. So when she called, she's talking as in like, she's talking as if she's trying to make her voice like a female. So I'm like, send pictures and stuff. Like, so she's sending pictures. In the pictures, you can tell that it's not really female. So I'm like, FaceTime me if you're really a woman. FaceTime me. So when I tell her to FaceTime me, she does some shit like that. Like, she don't want you to really look in her face. And then she hang up. So that night, we get into it. And I put him out and tell him to leave. That's the last night. Like, basically, I hear from him. That's the last night I hear from him. She's 2 months. That's the last. That was the end of our relationship. I put him out, and he went on.
She insinuated he talking to a dude.
I ain't gonna say it's the last night I heard from him, but that's like, he went on. We was no longer together. My daughter was 2 months. So we got into an argument, and I didn't hear from him till she was like 4 months. So this happened in February, so I didn't hear from him until like after my birthday in April. Remind you, I said his phone was off, so I didn't hear from him until around April. So I had asked him in April, I was like, can you send me some money? Well, can you go half with me on her some summer clothes and stuff? Because summer coming up, so can you go half with me on her some summer clothes? So he texted me back like, I don't have no money right now. I just spent $500 to get my girlfriend windows fixed on her car. Her car got shot up because I had it, so I had to get her window fixed. So I'm like, okay, cool. Remind you now the whole time, like, when he is texting me, it's about us being together. Like, it's not about her, it's about us being together. I'm trying to tell him, like, let's co-parent, let's make this about her. He don't want to make it about her, it's about us being together. So now, fast forward with no communication. His cousins from Raleigh, my daughter was 6 months, she was 6 months at the time. His cousins from Raleigh asked me, could my baby come over there and see them? So I go to Raleigh, I let his cousin see him, and he was there. So he seen my baby, he seen her, and he took a picture with her. I got the picture, he seen her, he took a picture with her, and then I left. I went back to Rocky Mount. So 2 weeks after that, she was 5 months in that one. Then, okay, so she turned 6 months. He texted me one day, he was like, he was coming to Rocky Mount, he had clothes and stuff for her. Can he come see her? So I'm like, yes. I'm at work. I think I was at work or somewhere. I'm like, she's with my dad. He was like, okay, I'll bring the clothes. When I got to my daughter he only brought a bathing suit, it was a Paw Patrol bathing suit. A week after that, he called me at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, I'm calling you to tell you I just got arrested for murder. And I was like, what are you calling me for? And he was like, because you're my baby mama. Remind you, he had a girlfriend at the time. So I'm like, okay. So I text his girlfriend. I'm like, who your boyfriend killed? She's like, he didn't kill nobody. He was in the house, blah, blah. Okay, so boom. This is when all this little jail stuff started. From that, once they went through processing or whatever, he ended up finally calling. So now, I have a boyfriend at the time, so he calling or whatever, I'm still answering the phone. I'm driving from Rocky Mount to Lenoir County. That's like an hour and 15 minutes to visit him, for my daughter to visit him through a computer screen that he only get, I'm driving for a 15-minute visit. And I did that up until my baby was 1, from 6 months until she was 1. Until he started feeling like it was an entitlement, because he was my baby daddy, that was something I supposed to did. And it's not, I'm not entitled to do this. I'm doing it because, okay, I want you to have, I don't know how long you about to be in here. At first you didn't have no bun. I don't know how long you about to be in here. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm driving, but like I told him, it's a computer screen. She's not seeing you physically. She's not touching you. It's no need for me to keep driving back and forth. It's no need for me to keep driving an hour and a half for 15 minutes. So he leaves. I do it until she turned 6 months. I do it until she turned 1. Then he started feeling entitled. He wanted it, we supposed to be together and stuff like that. Like I said, I have books and a book. I can't find it right now, but I got a book. And the book, I got all the letters from when he was in jail. But he keeps saying he want to be with me and stuff like that. So like I said, we weren't together when he got locked up or whatever. So every time we get into it, every conversation with us, it was about us. It never was about my daughter. It never was what she doing, nothing. It was always about us and us being together and what I'm out here doing in the world. So the fact that we was always bumping heads, I told him, my grandmama was sending him pictures of my daughter. My grandma was putting money on his books. My grandma had money on her phone, so I always told him, go through my grandma, because me and you don't get along. So the fact that we don't get along, go through my grandma. That's gonna be how you see her. That's gonna be how you talk to her. Go through my grandma. That's not something he wanted to do. But the whole little big thing, my grandma have always sent pictures. My grandma always sent pictures. My grandma sent him money on his birthday. My grandma answered his phone calls. Like, I was writing letters to him, but when he got feeling like entitled, like when I mean like entitled, like in there, he telling y'all, I guess I was fucking off and shit like that. That shit not true. He started putting niggas like saying I was fucking this nigga, I was fucking that nigga. He started saying like I'm sending pictures to niggas in prison. I never, for one, he never went to prison. So I'm sending pictures to a nigga in prison? You went from Snow Hill. You was in Lenore County. You went from Lenore County because somebody was trying to get you in there. So for your safety, from Lenore County, they sent you to Snow Hill. From Snow Hill, I don't know what happened in Snow Hill, but they sent you in safekeeping in, I think it's Foothill or somewhere, and he did his time. He did the 6 years in Foothill until he posted bond. The 6 years he had access to my daughter through my grandmother. I cut access off with me because, like I said, if I can find the book, which is in here somewhere, I will show y'all where it was always about me and him being together. Now, I'm going to when he made bond and when he came home, what happened. So he made bond. I think he made bond out of Lenore County. He made bond. I think his bond got dropped to $500,000. So he posted bond. So he made bond out of Lenore County. Instead of him coming when he made bond, instead of him like arranging something for him to see my daughter, he said he had a bunch of stuff to do. So he didn't see my daughter until the weekend after he made bond. So once he seen her, we went to the little park across the street. You know, I got pictures where she was in his lap and stuff, and that's where. So his first time seeing her was May the 1st, and okay, from May the 1st, she was still in school, so she had a field day. He came to the field day. He used to say stuff like, I just came home, why I can't be with you, why I can't mess with you. Any dude that go to jail, they come home, they can deal with their baby mama, why I can't deal with you. So, I think I don't know his actual date of leaving to go to Georgia, but he took my baby. One day he came, he was asking me, can he take her to Franklin? So I'm like, okay, but she didn't want to go unless I went, but I didn't want to go, so I got my little sister to go. When she come back, she like, my daddy was talking about you, he made a song about you, he got your name in a song, he was telling me how you hit him with a brick and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I text him like, why are you telling her stuff and why am I the main topic? Like, or whatever. Why am I the main topic? Why are you telling her stuff? So, then like one day we had a conversation. He was like, he had business opportunities in Georgia. If I didn't want to be with him, then he was just gonna go ahead and move to Georgia. And I was like, okay, go ahead and move. Or whatever. I was like, but how you gonna build a bond with your daughter if you are all the way in Georgia? And you know that she's not comfortable with you. So he like, I got hella business opportunities in Georgia. So if we not gonna be a family, then I might as well go ahead. So I told him like, go ahead. So where am I gonna sit? Dad. So my daughter got her own phone. So like he'll text her, FaceTime her or whatever. Well, he don't do it very often, but he would FaceTime her or whatever, and if I walk past the camera, he'll say something to me. If they on the phone, he'll say something about me, ask her to put me on the phone, and then we'll get into an argument. So that, like, kind of still push her away. Like, he always, anybody around me will tell you, like, he wants to be with me. Like, and he'll tell you, I want to be with him, but he wants to be with me. He felt like when he came home from prison, with jail, that we were supposed to be together, we were supposed to have some type of sexual intercourses or something like that. So he moved to Georgia. He's in Georgia. He's calling her. He'll call her. He'll say like, I just bought a 5-bedroom house. When you gonna come pick out your room? I just bought a 4-bedroom house. When you gonna come pick out your room? Ask your mommy when y'all can come up here so you can pick out your room. He'll send me pictures. He sent me a picture of him standing in the mirror, like, when you gonna let Maddie, he had on a construction coat in the house. He was like, when you gonna let Maddie come pick out her room? But I'm like, all right, well, when? Like, let me know. And I said, it, like, we can do that. But he never wanted to send me an address. Like, he'll never send, like, an address. But, like, when everything is cordial with us, when everything is cordial with me and him, that's when he's calling and texting her. That's when he'll FaceTime her. But when I got him blocked from my phone, he's not calling her. He's not texting her. He's not trying to build a relationship with her. So back in November 2023, we took pictures like for Thanksgiving. We took pictures. It was me, her, and my son's dad. And I had posted him on Snapchat. He was blocked from everything else, but he was still my friend on Snapchat. So when I posted him on Snapchat, he started snapping me. Oh, that nigga can have it, baby. Tell that nigga that's his baby now. You whore ass bitch. Oops, I wasn't supposed to. But yeah. Tell that nigga he can have it. Tell that nigga he can have her. That's his kid now. That ain't my fucking kid. So from November 2023 till my brother died in March this year, he has been blocked from contacting me. But my grandmother number has been the same. But even though he's been blocked, he texts me from a text now number. He texted me one day acting like a female that was dealing with my son's dad. And then, like, nobody here knows who my first baby daddy is. Nobody in Rocky Mount knows who my first baby daddy is because, like I said, he was gone for 6 years. He was in jail for 6 years, so nobody knows him. He texted me acting like a girl, like, that was dealing with my first baby daddy. I mean, my son dad. And in the midst of that, he ended up saying stuff like, oh yeah, and I'm dealing with your daughter's dad. She say the same shit about you that your son dad say, and that they didn't want the baby. They don't want the baby. You're keeping the baby to try to trap them. And then he was like, she was like, you should have stayed with your daughter dad. He where all the money at. He send me all the money all the time and sent a Cashapp. But on the Cashapp, it was a picture of whoever the person was sending more money to him than he was sending to them. So that's how I realized it was him, because they didn't really put the name on it. They just it just shows the Cashapp of who sent what, and it was like they was sending out more, but they was telling me that he was sending them money, and he where the money at. So I blocked that number. This was like 1 a.m. in the morning. I blocked that number. I'm like, so I blocked that number. So one night I get a text from a random nigga, like, not nigga, I get a text from a random nigga, and it's like, dude, let me talk to my daughter. It's 12 o'clock in the morning. So when I text back with the next day, I'm like, you have her number. Don't text me at 12 o'clock in the morning, asking me about her. How can you talk to her at 12 o'clock in the morning? Everybody sleep. He says, I'm in the Bahamas. This is a different time zone. I'm on baby number 3. We going baby for baby. Congrats on your son. Okay, cool. I blocked that number. And I have receipts and text messages of all this. Everything I'm saying, basically, I got receipts and text messages for. So when I blocked that number, that was the last time I heard from him until my brother passing. He doesn't text or call her. He came home 2023. I told you I had him blocked from my phone November 2023. My daughter's birthday is December the 14th. He didn't call her for her birthday. He didn't send her nothing for her birthday. He didn't tell her Merry Christmas. Last year he didn't call her for her birthday. He didn't send her nothing for her birthday. He didn't tell her Merry Christmas. I randomly asked her, like, you heard from your dad? She like, no. So when he do get back in contact with her, like, okay, so now this year, where all this stuff is coming from, my brother passed in March, and that's when he reached out to us or whatever. And I didn't ask him to send me anything or whatever. He was like, I'm sending you something for Madison. So he sent $40. And he texted and was like, what did he text and say? Like, he really ain't been texting me about her. So all this came about because I had posted it okay, so now I'm a bail sponsor. I was not a bail sponsor when he was in jail. And if I was, he had $1 million bond. Won't nobody gonna go get him. Like, you got $1 million bond. But I posted I was in Lenoir County. So that's where it came about of now he wants to sign over his rights for his daughter. I haven't stopped no relationship with them. Yes, I don't force my daughter to go. I don't force my daughter to go with anybody. But if you meet my daughter, you will see that that's the way she acts. She don't go with people in my family. Like, she wants to be under her mother. The only person she go with is my grandmother. She wants to be under her mother. If her mother not going, then she not going. Like, her mama child. Like, she don't know him. I done told him to build a bond with her. It's about me and him. It's about me and him. And anybody will tell you it's about me and him. Like, he weird. He's just seeking attention. Like, that's all I can really say. So his first time seeing her was May the 1st. So I have a family member that lives in Georgia. My uncle lives in Georgia, and his daughter's birthday is January. So every January we normally go to Georgia. So last year, like I told y'all, I didn't talk to him from November 2023. So last year in January, my grandma, when we went to Georgia, my grandma asked she let him know that we was there. So I told her, like, okay, that's fine. So when he replied, I think he said he was an hour away or an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not sure the exact time or how much or whatever, how far away he said he was. But he was like, he was going to make time to come see her. We left January the 18th, and I think we came back, I don't know. I think we came back we was leaving that Monday or that Sunday. No, we was leaving the Sunday. So, when we got there, he didn't come that night. When he tried the next day, he was like he was coming, but he wanted to bring his girlfriend. Would it be fine? So I'm just like, remind y'all, you don't have a relationship with your daughter. So I'm just like, I feel like you should come alone and be with your daughter. Like, spend time with your daughter, get to know your daughter. You should be alone. You should come alone. So he said something to my grandma, like, I'm making a big deal with him bringing his girlfriend along. So the next night, which is Saturday, my uncle goes to church on Saturdays, and they be in church from like 9:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night. My daughter went with them. So I went to the outlet. I'm with my dad at the time. So he's texting basically why he want to see her this day. So he like, first he like, where she at or whatever. And so I'm like, she not getting out of church until like 9:30. Basically like, if you're gonna go see her, can you just come and bond with your daughter and come see her yourself? Like, spend time with your daughter. Don't try to come and just introduce her to somebody. Like, at the time, he was saying it was his girlfriend and she was pregnant or whatever. But you don't have a bond with your daughter, so I'm like, don't try to just introduce her with somebody. So he goes off basically like, you a bitter bee, you mad because I don't want to be with you, I ain't in Georgia no more. No, he didn't tell me that. He told me that the next day. Basically like, you the only baby mama I had problems with. I got twins on the way. One of the twins died. I swear to God, why you looking at me like that? He was like, I got 3 kids on the way. One of the girls pregnant with twins. I'm at the hospital with her. And basically, like, she's supposed to have stayed in New York. And mind you, like, this story is kind of everywhere because that's basically, like, in the text message of how he was everywhere. So now he's no longer in Georgia, supposedly. He supposedly done left Georgia, and he's at the hospital with one of his baby mamas who was pregnant with twins, and one of the twins died, or she having complications with her pregnancy. So, yeah. So he didn't come see her. And I don't know if from any time last year if he had contact with my grandmother. He might have contacted my daughter once. He did end up having a son. He might have contacted my daughter once his son was born. He did contact her because he was on FaceTime. I think he was on FaceTime or he was on my phone, and he was like, he had called her or whatever, and she didn't answer, so he called my phone, and I handed him the phone, and like the picture that he had set as his main picture was a picture of him and his son. And she looked at it and she instantly just gave me the phone back and didn't want to talk no more. So I'm like, well, she looked at your picture that you got set as your photo picture, and she gave me the phone back. So he like, I don't know why she act like that towards me, but remind y'all, honestly, my daughter act like that towards anybody and everybody. Like, my daughter just now started telling me she loved me back this year when my brother died. Like he said, me and my daughter done been through a lot, which that won't nothing for him to bring up, but she don't want to go with nobody unless I'm going. The only person that she'll go with is my grandmother. And my sister. And that my sister was the one that went with him. She's standing in front of me, but my sister was the one that went with him to Frankie's. And she even said he made a song about me and was talking about me the whole time. Every time he calls my daughter, it ends up being he's talking to me now. He's talking to me, or he's telling her, like, I'm gonna start calling you every day and we're gonna set up a bun. You gonna answer the phone. She like, yeah. You gonna text back. She like, yeah. But she always side-eye me as in, like, you know, he done said this before. He has basically told her plenty of times, like, I'm gonna send you this, I'm gonna do this, and he don't send it. So now, getting back to this right here where he's saying something about the custody battle or signing over his rights. This is coming from, like I said, my brother passed away in March. We're in May. He reached out to everybody in my family or whatever. At first, I didn't reply, but then I finally replied. And within a week, within 2 days of me replying back, he wanted me to meet. He wanted to introduce me to his son mother, but this whole time, it was never, us getting together for the kids. He was trying to keep us apart. And he sent her $40. And he told her, basically, he do stuff like this. When he finally do talk to her, he asks her, what you like, what you wear, what size you wear. I'm going to send you some Hellstar. I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you that. Stuff that's trending that's not my daughter. My daughter be like, you can just buy me some Shein. I'm okay with Shein. Or you can just, I don't like that stuff. He your daddy gonna drip you out. So last time he said it, when she hung up the phone, she he's worried about the wrong thing. I don't like stuff like that. I like my Shein. And then boom, he did it again this last time, and she kind of gave him the side eye, and he was like, why you looking at me like that? And I was like, because the last time you did it, she said you always telling her you're gonna do stuff for her, or you're gonna do something, and you never do it. And when he told her, I'm going to call you every day, I started asking her every day when she got in every day, your dad called you yet? Or your dad called? She no. I'm like, did he text you? She no. So he'll do it for 1 to 2 days, and then He just go. And yeah, she do text him, I want Lululemon, I want an iPad, because when you talk to her, when you're on the phone with her, you get on the phone with her and you're, oh, I'm gonna buy you Hell Star, I'm about to dip you in designer, I'm about to upgrade your look, and blah blah. And if you see my daughter, nothing. My daughter is well put. I'm like he said, he did say I'm an excellent parent. I'm a great parent. She's well put. I never gave him any problems. I never bothered him. I have always told him, like, we can go through my grandmother. Like, go through my grandma. Build it. If you want to build a bond with her, I drop her off at my grandma's house. You go to my grandma's house. I don't have to be there. The fact that I don't want to be there or I'm not around, he don't want to be around. Anybody in my family will vouch for me and tell you, my baby daddy wants to be with me, but he makes it to everybody else. I'm stuck on him. I'm delusional. I'm a big ass hoe and blah, blah, blah. So I have a family member that lives. Moral of the story is, if you're not having sexual intercourses with these dudes, they're not going to be a dad. They're not going to put in the effort to be a no father. They're not going to put in the effort to do anything. Yes, I tell my daughter to text and call her dad, but at the end of the day, it's not a child's job. My child deals with trauma. Like, she done been through a lot. So when I tell her to go with you, or you ask, can you come get her, and she start crying and being uncomfortable, no, I'm not going to make her go. And then to some audience, felt like, you're doing this for the internet right here, right now, and I just lost my blood brother 2 months ago. Like, you want attention bad. We talked about this in private. You don't go through nothing to be no dad for real. Like, you just want me to up and send my daughter to Atlanta with, I don't know the address where she going to. She don't feel comfortable. She's crying. She don't, like, no, I'm not doing it. Get to know her. Try to be a dad. Like, really try to be a dad first. Moral of the story is, if you're not having sexual intercourses with these dudes.
Yeah, she says, or he says, what's up? When can I put Baby Dre out that day? It was not because he took a picture out of my car and was talking to a tranny. Ooh. Definitely a fact. Green SECU card. I remember. So when I put Baby Dre out that day, was it not because he took a picture of my car and was talking? Oh, Lord. So he said I'm lying about the tranny part and left because I stabbed him. I didn't put him out. You stabbed him? Then we FaceTime and called the tranny because he swear I'm lying. Yes, swear to God, we FaceTime. That motherfucker wasn't getting in the camera. Like, wouldn't show his face for real. He had a wig and shit on. Might have left because you stabbed him. He might have left because you stabbed him, but he ain't come back because of that stuff was true. But he claimed I'm lying, bro. Damn, that's crazy. Mm. He wouldn't. What you stabbed him? He wouldn't even have never went to prison and became who he is if you would have let him stay. Exactly, bro. I put him out. Just out. He just a clout chaser. That's the truth. Nothing but it. It's been his fault. He ain't in her life. He been missing out for real. He telling everybody I sent pictures to a nigga in jail of Maddie. And I've never sent pictures of her to nobody, not even him.
Alright.
Just, we got Maddie. Don't even worry about that. You stressing yourself about nothing.
Alright.
But you right, though, he did.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess that was her boyfriend she was talking to.
The fact that I don't really know how to work this, and I don't know how to post like the screenshot.
I want you to know that every time I have to leave, I don't want to go.
Yeah, damn, every picture she pregnant looking ass. Let's go back to this. We gotta find this video. So
TikTok, let's break this shit down,
I
man.
gotta find this one about him.
Hey, TikTok, I'm gonna ask y'all something, man. And before y'all judge me, bro, cause that's what y'all like to do. Y'all like to judge a nigga. I really want y'all to hear me out, man. So I got a beautiful baby girl, man. She 9 years old. She about to be 10 this year. When I left to go to jail or whatever, when I left, my daughter was only 6 months. When I came home, she was, you know, I think she came home, she was about to be 8. I think Maddie was about to be 8 when she came home. Or when I came home, excuse me. So, me and her bond not really, you know. My daughter ain't your average 8-year-old, you know. Like, my daughter, she very smart. Like, she done been through a lot. I was facing life in prison. Her mama got shot hella times in front of her. She was there. You know what I'm saying? She been through a lot, you know? And don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting me and my daughter relationship to be all, oh, I'm a daddy's girl and all that, because I've been gone, so she don't know me for real, you know? Like, yeah, she know I'm her daddy, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a respectable child, like, it's just, I don't know, like, you know, it's just like, it ain't where a father and daughter should be, you know? And hold that thought, y'all. Yeah, I'm walking. I'm addressing some of y'all comments. Yeah, I'm walking, but I'm walking in my neighborhood. Like, I get my steps in, you feel me? But anyway, my baby mom, she don't, I ain't gonna say force nothing on my daughter, because my daughter been through a lot, like I said. But she just, she don't make an effort or make it, she don't make my daughter do anything, like, far as in, like, I try to get my daughter, she not gonna force my daughter to come with me type shit. And I know how it sounds, you know what I'm saying, but for somebody that don't have a bond with their child and that want to bond with their child, I would feel that you would want your daughter to have a bond with her father. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, she don't make my daughter, like, if I be like, yo, Maddie, I'm coming to get you, she be like, is my mama coming? Like, shit like that. Like, my daughter not gonna go nowhere without her mama, you know? And I'm trying to, like, break her from that, because if her mama gotta come, then she not coming, you know? Me and her mom not together and none of that. So, all I ask is, like, for a little help from my baby moms, like, yo, push her, like my other baby mama, I got a son, he 2, he live all the way upstate in New York, and I get my son, you know what I'm saying, my son come and kick it with me in Atlanta. My daughter is about to be 10, and I feel like as a mother, don't get me wrong, because I don't need her to see this shit and blank on me, or we get to going at it because she think I'm in this video talking shit about her, because I'm not talking shit about her. She an amazing mother. I'm not saying that she a hell of a mother. A lot of females would never be able to amount to the motherhood that my baby mama has been, you know? So I'm giving you your flowers. But it's like, I would assume that somebody would just, you know what I'm saying, give somebody that push, like, yeah, man, that's your daddy. Like, you need to go kick it with your daddy, you know? So it's like, but she don't do that. So it ain't like I could, I don't know, like, what I need to do, y'all, you know? So I had came to a point, and this is why I don't need y'all to judge me at, right? So I came to a point where it's like, it's something in me, like, that can't just know I have a child out here, right? And I can't take care of him like how my mama took care of me, or just like, you know what I'm saying, having that responsibility of watching my child, or like, just like my daughter kicking it with her daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I brought up to my baby mom, like, yo, I might as well just, you know what I'm saying, give you my rights, sign over full custody, give you full responsibility and all that, because it's like, it's like that now, you know what I'm saying? I tell my daughter I love her, she be like, okay, like, I don't think I heard my daughter tell me she loved me since over the jail phone type shit, you know what I'm saying? But can't ask for Lululemon or iPads and shit like that. Like, I don't know. And I love the fuck out my daughter. Like, I would die for both of my kids 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times over, 1,000,000,000 times over. If I gotta keep dying, I'm gonna keep dying about my kids. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I keep hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't keep motherfucking, that shit hurt, bro. Knowing I got a daughter out here that I can't even motherfucking, it's niggas out here that don't even want to kick it with their kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know what to do now. But, yeah, man. Should I give up my rights to my daughter? That's what I want to know. Like, who, y'all can't sit here and tell me y'all can have kids out here that y'all don't get to see and that don't get to kick it with y'all. Y'all ain't got no relationship. It's like a nigga in the streets type shit. Like, come on, man. Like, let me know something.
All right, so there you go. You got the full story. I actually had the this one actually should have been seen first, but thank you everybody for joining the live, and so y'all can see exactly what the whole live was about. Was actually about this one, and the first one I played was him responding back to her, and so anyway, so he put this story out. Then she came out with a 10-part story, and her 10-part story basically said, you know, that he was talking to a trainee and that he went to prison and he ain't been able to be a father. And now that he got the opportunity, he not taking the chance. Not he not doing it the way she want him to do it. Pretty much is basically what I got out of it. And the daughter is doing like she doesn't know him enough, and what I get from him is like, you know, he's pretty much at the point where he don't he not feeling it either, and should he keep trying? And I'll be honest, you know, you can always keep a good relationship. You can always keep a relationship or communication. But if the relationship ain't there, you know, you can't keep forcing it. Like, you can't force her to let you see your kid. And the crazy part is that she could be like, you going to see your daddy. But then women will do this thing where they be like, well, she don't want to go, so I'm not going to force her to go. And I don't get that, because actually you should force them to go. Like, They say they're not gonna force them as if it's gonna traumatize them, as if we just found out she got shot multiple times in front of her kids. So, girl, you not gonna force her to go, but I mean, you know, so it's just like sometimes I get it where parents would be like they wanna, they wanna protect their child and don't force them to go to a terrible situation. Like if a guy's abusive, I get if a guy's abusive or he has an anger management problem or a drinking problem, and you be like, I don't want that my kid around that, and you be like, I get that, but I don't. We didn't hear any of that in this story. In fact, she's talking about he was talking to a trainee at 16 years old. Ma'am, you had a baby by a 16-year-old. Let's not go there. You know. So there's that. And then ooh-wee. Children should have, she said, I disagree with you, PJ. Children have the right to advocate for themselves. She's not a little child. She's 9 years old. Okay, so you don't want your, that's crazy. Yeah, children should be like, yeah, I want McDonald's today. Okay, I just sat here and made dinner. But no, I'll take you to McDonald's. That don't make no sense. But you'll force them to eat your food. You won't take them to McDonald's, right? But you won't force them to see their father. That's crazy. I don't. They're advocating. They should advocate for themselves. No, that's not. That's not exactly. You could disagree with it, but I don't agree with that either. Because if a kid say they want McDonald's, and you be like, "Nah, you got to eat this food," you're not going to take them to McDonald's. But if they advocate for themselves, they want McDonald's. Give them McDonald's. That don't make sense. You should. Your child is 9. You need to have a relationship with your dad, or y'all need to talk. Y'all need to figure it out, even if it takes just a little bit at a time. But even if it don't, you gotta make that kid go to see they father. And then once they 15, 16, 17, they don't want to go. They ain't gonna go. At that point, you just you just forcing them. I mean, and if he ain't put forth the effort in between 9 and 15 years old, of course they're not gonna have a bond. And you know what? Here's the thing. This is why I say that's not even cool. Because my kid's mama did that to me, but where my kid at right now? Here, why? You know, my daughter be like, I don't want to go. I want to stay here because that's where all her toys is. She with mama every day. But no, we got to go to court. Hey, no, you gotta let me get my kid. Like, and then when she don't want to do it, and then now, um, total other situation, total other situation, same thing. Well, my kids they got older. By the time my kids got older, I got one that's 20 and one that's 16. When they was younger, all the well they didn't want to come on. I'm like, man, I don't care. Shit, we kick it anyway. Life life continues on. Like y'all mama been playing the game. Now y'all don't want to come over. It's all good. I don't care. I do care, but I don't like really. But guess what? Guess where my daughter came to live at 15, between 15 and 17 here. Why? Because as I kept in contact with them, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going nowhere. And we established some communication. But did they mama know? Every time they mama be like, they don't want to come up. But then when they mama got something to do, you want to get your daughters for the weekend? No. Let them tell me they want to come over. You've been letting them dictate when they want to come over all this time, and here you go calling, hey, can your daughters come over this weekend? We'll put them on the phone. Oh, they don't want to come over. Look like you stuck with kids. Looking ass. What? I wish we had the hang up phone and the flip phone. Flipped it on them. Girl. Nah, man, make your kids go see. Listen, when I was with a girl and she had a son and his daddy was like, I want to see my son. And guess what? He was like, nah, I don't really want to go over there. He got little brothers over there. But he got his brothers that he with every day. They play the video game every day. He got his game. His brothers got their game. His whole life is here. And guess what? I said, hell no, you going to see your daddy. And she was like, you going to make him? Yes. Go see your daddy. You got a daddy, boy. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I mean, by the time you get to 16, 17, 18, 19, then you could be like, all right, we out on, you could just call on me. Y'all could get together whenever you want to. But you 19 years old, boy, you better go see your daddy. What's wrong with you? Like, and then not only that, hell, I wanna go balls deep in your mama. I can't because y'all always in the other room because y'all never go see y'all daddy. Hell no. Can we walk around the house naked for once? No. Like, go see your daddy. No. No. Matter of fact, not even that. Make him be a father. Because every time I look up, I'm going to basketball, I'm buying this, I'm bringing lunch, I'm picking sick kids up from school, and you telling me you going to let him off the hook because your son, 9 years old, don't want to go see his daddy? Hell no. Hell no. You about to be a father today. You got to be a father today. Mm-mm. Y'all can say that all y'all want to. Oh no, no. Mm-mm. These no. He forced him to be a daddy. You say he not a good father. He only brought her a Paw Patrol thing. A Paw Patrol. Send them up. You know what y'all? You know what mothers like to do? I ain't gonna say y'all because I don't know all y'all. They send the kids over with little clothes on, dirty shoes that's too little, stinking clothes, nothing at all. Make them be a father. Make them go buy the stuff. Hold their feet to the fire. What are we talking about? Yeah, nah, my child, I don't know if I want my child over there with their daddy. I don't want my child seeing their grandma. Man, y'all better get out of that. Y'all better get out of that. That's not the way to live, man. You gotta, even if you gotta force them to be a father, make them be a father. Make them take care of their child. Make them go take the child to the daycare. Make them take the child to a doctor's appointment. Make them take the child to a parent-teacher conference. Make these niggas work. They don't want to make them work. But anyway, it is what it is. You know, someone unplugged the Wi-Fi got the Wi-Fi wilding out. But you know, it is what it is. I know this situation ain't gonna be over with. It's gonna keep going, and that's why he feels the way he feel. He feel like he not getting through to his child. He not getting through to his baby mama, and you know he wanted. What he's doing is trying to justify him not being in his child's life. He's saying, I can't get through to her. Well, man, you know, just make phone calls. If you get to see him, you see him. If not, you know, don't relinquish your wife's rights. Just, you know, play it by ear. Stop promising her stuff. Stop giving. Just a phone call. That's it. That's all you need. Just let her know you still alive. and then maybe it'll all work out, or maybe it won't. Anyway, everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation. Please share this out. Hit the like button on your way out. Check out it from the beginning. You can hear the second story and then replay this part and replay the whole story and all that, and you'll get the whole gist of the story, man. We gonna keep it lit again every day, people. We going live, okay? Every day. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. We got another great story time. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. All right, peace.